Pet sitting. Has it ever crossed your mind? How does it work? Where do you find the jobs? What kind of animals can you take care of? And how much do you get paid? And what are the best questions to ask the pet owners? And is there anything else you should know? Well, yes, there is. I'll tell you what. And I'll answer all those questions for you today in this video. Welcome, I'm Sabrina from retireon.com.au. Today it's all about pet sitting. Have you ever considered that as an income stream in your retirement? Well, it's actually a very good idea because it's very flexible. You can work when you want to work. And the best is you may even be able to travel with this if you can combine pet sitting and house sitting. That is an actual thing. Today, I'll answer a lot of questions about this subject, and I'll walk you through the two main pages in the States and in Australia and show you how you can set up your account and get started as a pet sitter. So this is Rover.com, the big website in the United States for cats and dogs. If you sign up as a sitter on this website, you have to create your profile, it'll get published, then the dog owner can find you and book you. So you may have two main questions, right? What kind of service can I offer and how much should I charge? So let's look at the service there down below. So you can do a boarding service when you take the animal home into your home overnight, house sitting when you go to the pet owner's house overnight, dog walking, doggy daycare, and drop-in visits. That's when you just go once a day to feed the dog or play with the dog. How much should you charge? Well, I had a look around to see if the website has suggestions, but I couldn't find anything. So I think it's best to look up what other sitters are charging, and then you can also see how your profile is going to look like when it gets published. So let's see, I need a drop-in visit in New York for just a day, and I have a medium-sized dog. Let's see what that gives us. So here you see all the pet sitters' profiles, and you see where they are exactly located and how much they charge is here, the orange number. So let's have a quick look how much they're charging for a drop-in visit. Yeah, it's about around $20. There's some $30, some $15. It's up to you to set your own prices. So what do you think? Would you like to become a pet sitter? Then click here. This is where you can get started and set up your profile. But first, I wanted to tell you two things as well. If you sign up through the website, well, your services are protected up to $1 million, and you have a 24/7 support that includes vet assistance, which I think could be coming in handy. So once you go here and click on Started, you set up your profile. I've already gone through that so that I can show you how this is gonna look like. But then I realized I don't have an American phone number. I can't verify it and therefore can't show you all the details. But this gives you an overview of what information you have to provide before your profile can be published. One important thing, the calendar. Make sure this one's up to date so that you can only be booked when you are actually available. So I hope this triggered your interest and it may be something you'd like to do. We are now heading over to the Australian website, petcloud.com.au. It basically works the same way. You register, set up your profile, and then you make your listings. And that's where you specify what kind of services you want to provide. So they are the same services as before, but here are some additional ones. There's, for example, pet taxi, grooming and clipping or training. And once you get booked for pet sitting at your place, you can then offer additional services such as walking, or how about you go and pick up the animal and then drop it off once the time is over. It's up to you, right? The other thing you may want to know is how much you should charge. And this website actually gives us an idea here in the frequently asked questions. Let me just go down and find it. Here I go. What prices should I charge? Just go down here. There are some general suggestions of how much you should charge. For example, basic dog washing, $20 Australian dollars. Dog walking, 30 minutes, one dog, 25. Well, these prices may give you an idea what you should charge. But as I said, it's up to you. You can charge more or less. It's your decision. So this website here actually offers you another way on how you can find jobs. You don't have to wait until somebody likes your profile and your listing and books you. You can browse jobs that have been posted by pet owners. So look at this. In Sydney currently, well, there's a fish that needs looking after. Oh, for 4 months. 1 visit per day to go feed the fish. $2,340. Not too bad. Or here, there's a bird for 5 days, 3 days, sorry, but you need to do 2 visits per day for $80. Here you can just simply click on apply, and if the owners like your profile, then you get hired. There's one more thing I wanted to show you about this website. I just go back and I'll log out, then I can show you this. You click here on becoming a sitter. And here you see you can earn verification badges as a sitter. So they will just make your profile stand out amongst all the other pet sitters. For example, you can do an RCPCA accredited pet minding course, or a pet cloud minding course, or how about first aid or a police check. They are all simple things that will make you stand out. And the other thing is this website also comes with insurance protections. Here you can find all the details about this. So, did I get you interested in pet sitting? Well, if you want to get started, here are some questions that you should ask the pet owners when you meet them first time. They will make you look very professional. First, ask about feeding. What kind of food should you feed the animal? When should you feed it? Are there any restrictions? Are they allowed to have treats? Then physical activity. How often do they do it? Is there any routine? Any restrictions here? Special needs. Medication. Should you give medication, and why should you give medication? How much should you give it, and how should you give it? Physical special needs? Or maybe it's just a special need that's a very simple thing, a special stuffed toy the dog needs so that she can go to sleep. Other things you should ask is like, where do you keep your equipment? The lashes, the harnesses, any other thing you may need. If something goes wrong, is there a special vet they would like you to take the animal to? Well, these are the main questions I would ask if I would meet a pet owner for the first time. Is there anything else you should know? Well, yes, actually there is. I was surprised on how a big thing pet sitting is. So I got very curious and started Googling around. I found some blogs of people who do pet sitting very regularly, almost as a full-time profession. And they gave some very good advice that's even applicable to you if you just do it occasionally. First of all, the visits may take longer than what you actually thought it would be or scheduled for it, because you get carried away playing with the dog. The other thing is you may be asked to do additional things, such as cooking the pet's meal, even if that's not part of the initial agreement. Then yes, you have to scoop up the poo, even if the dog owner is not very strict about it. It's just gonna make you look so much more professional. And get a medical kit, not for the animal, for you. You may be getting scratched or bitten. So you should have one handy. And the other thing is, if you end up doing it more regularly and with several pets, keep notes about each pet. It'll just be so much easier to remember all the details. So these are the main things I wanted to share with you today. I think pet sitting is a great activity in retirement. It can be very rewarding for you. Imagine if you walk into a house and there's this dog running towards you, so happy to see you. Don't you think that will make you feel great? And it has this big advantage that it's so flexible. You can work when you want to work and for how long you want to work. And if you're lucky, you can combine pet sitting and house sitting and make your traveling way more affordable. But keep in mind that you may be asked to do additional work that's not part of the initial agreement, and that some visits may take way longer than what you expected. And I suggest that you go through one of those websites and register there. It just gives you peace of mind when it comes to payments and insurance. So, do you think pet sitting is something for you? Or have you ever done it? Please share your experience and thoughts with us. Leave a comment below. Also, head down to the description and you'll find all the links to the websites I mentioned before. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.